Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Linux DevOps AWS with AI session. We are in Jenkins. And what is the topic we have started? Integration of Sonar server with Jenkins. Previously, what we have seen is, let me go, just give a quick review. Okay. We have started with SonarQube. Okay. So these are the topic: code coverage and code review. Purpose, we are using Sonar. Okay. And then what is the use of SonarQube? These are the things: duplicate code, coding standard, unit test, code coverage, complex code, potential bugs. For identifying all this, the SonarQube is used. What is the setup required? During SonarQube, we should be very much careful. What version of Java we are using and what version of SonarQube we are using. Okay. Because when we install this, it will give some conflict if we mismatch this SonarQube. Okay, with Java version. So it is very highly recommended to very much careful what version of Java we are installing with the SonarQube. Then hardware requirement, we are using T2 medium because it is supporting 4 GB RAM, as SonarQube required minimum 2 GB RAM. But T2.micro don't have 2 GB RAM. It is having 1 GB RAM. So we are going with T2.micro. Okay. Then we have seen architecture of SonarQube. Then we have installed SonarQube, how to install the SonarQube. All this step we have know. Okay. Now, all this command, how to start the server. This is the command. All this we have done couple of times. So we are aware of this. Okay. Default port number of SonarQube is 9000. And default port number of Jenkins is 8080. Okay. We are aware of this. Now, in previous session, we try to understand how to integrate SonarQube with Maven app. Okay. How to integrate Sonar server with Maven app. That session is not recorded. I was just give theory part. We will see everything practically. So only one thing is there. We know, guys, right? If we have Maven application, we have Maven application. So definitely we have pom.xml. Okay. Chain in that pom.xml we have to add this property. We did not do any practical for this, only theory part we have seen this. So in previous session, okay. So what we need to do in properties file, we need to add SonarQube detail, because tomorrow, this is your Java project. This is your Java project. This is your Java project in your local, This is not the this way we are not doing, but I am telling you, this is Java project. This is in your local, and tomorrow this SonarQube is there in AWS account, right? In AWS we have issued instance. We have Linux operating system SonarQube. And guys, can you please check also my voice is good or how it is heavy or what? It's good or what? If it very heavy, let me know in the chat. Okay. So EC2 instance, we have Linux operating system where SonarQube is there. Now our code from local laptop to connect with the SonarQube, where it will, what is the address, what is the username, what is the password. For example, this is what my SonarQube is running. I did not stop that server. So this is the URL, right? This is the URL. This is the URL where it should be there. So this is what URL we need to provide. And to log in this, what is this? Admin we have seen. This is the username, password we have to given, whatever the configuration of SonarQube we are giving. So this part we need to configure in property file. Only with this part we are able to connect your local app with your SonarQube. And then we during Maven session we know how to build, clean install, right? Those are the goals. Similarly, to run the sonar report, we need to run the command mvn sonar:sonar. This is the goal. Okay, simple thing. But one thing is that some certain rules is there. If you go to SonarQube, there are certain rules. Okay, if you go here, so there are 537 rules. Okay, there are 537 rules of Java project, Python project 439 rules. C has JavaScript, PHP, .NET. Every programming language has their rules. Rules. If you are Java people, you know what is the condition. If your code you are using some if condition, else condition. So there you adding, right, something like this. Something like this. If you are adding if else, right, like this, and in there if you are adding some x equal to like this, what is saying, if you are using double equals to should not be used instead of plus equal. Something you are using plus equal, right, like this. So that is what I am trying to say. So this rule annotation, maybe you are not aware, but there are annotation at the rate import should be preferred as component scan. These are Spring annotations. At the rate not null. These are some Spring annotations, right? Framework annotation. These annotations are used. So this annotation, when we are using against which combination, it is not allowed by Sonar. So dot equal should not be used with the atomic classes. The equal plus should not be used with plus equal. Double equal should not be used with equal overridden. So there are certain rules which is already predefined configure, which are a good practice. So these are predefined rules. So this is going to fail the report. Okay, this is going to fail the report. And once the report is not passed, you guys don't know how is the report is generating. We have to see each and everything practically. Okay. So these rules, we can customize the rules also. Customization of our rules is also possible. Okay. So this thing we have to see. Okay, come up. But how to integrate? By adding this line of code in your pom.xml file in your Java project, in Maven Java project. Then your code will integrate with this URL SonarQube. Then it will take admin username, password username. Then we have to run this goal. But generally, we are doing all the things by deploying the code into the environment. Okay. But important thing here to notice, here username password is provided. This username password is not recommended to add here. This username password, because tomorrow these are the rules. These are the rules. These are not passed. So what I will do? As a developer, we can able to manipulate the rule now. We can delete some condition, something. So we should not give username and password in this way. So instead of this, what we are giving, instead of admin username and password, we are giving sonar.login. Token we are giving. What we are giving? Token. We have to generate the token. In SonarQube, we have here administrator, administration. Okay. Sorry, here. Right click, go to administrator. Let me reload this. Come here, click on administrator. It is running since long. Maybe I need to. It is not coming. No problem. Here, if you see administrator, I showed you how to generate the token. This thing again we are going to do while doing integration. So this part we need to add in our property rather than this part. So what happened? Token will be generated there. Here in administrator, let me go to my account. Security. You guys see token is there, right? Generate the token. If you generate the token, this kind of token will be generated. Then this token we will pass here. Okay, everything we have to see practically. Okay. Then we are able to connect to our Maven application from local to SonarQube server. Okay. Now come to here, quality gates, quality profile. First we will see quality profile. So by default, every programming language has their profiles. If you see Java, SonarWay, right? How many rules are there? 281. How many for JavaScript? How many rules are there? 100 rules are there. So this rule should pass, or we can create our own also. We can create our own also. How to create the rules? We will see that. Quality gates. What is quality gates? Gate should pass code coverage on new code. So as a developer, we need to do unit test cases. So it is not DevOps person duty. It is a responsibility of developer. They need to write the unit test case. The test case should pass 80%. If it is also 78, 75, it is also going to fail that gateway quality gate. So at the end of the SonarQube, what is our conclusion? SonarQube is a code quality tool. It is maintaining the quality. What quality we want, that kind of rules we will define. That kind of quality gates we will define. Based on that, the rules and quality gates are passed, means the code is good. So SonarQube is a code review. It produce detect, identify the bugs, right? Vulnerabilities, all these things. So that is why this tool is very, very important. Okay. So coverage, if less than 80%, it won't pass. Duplicate is there, it will suggest how much duplicate code is there. So why we require duplicate code? Duplicate code will lead to performance issue, right? Application will slow down. So as much as we want to reduce the duplicate code, 4 line of code you have written, I have written the 4 line of code in my code. You also written the same 4 line code. 10 other people write the same line code. So if there are 10 developer, for example, there is a date function in your code. We are using some date, and then we are have some logic. Then 10 developer will write the date logic. No, we will write that same logic in util class. It can be utilized by anyone to avoid the duplicate code. So all this kind of check is there where the gateway should pass. So this is one of the important point. Okay, we need to add this thing in the local project. Okay, now, now, now. Okay, now integration sooner with server with Jenkins. Okay, now try to observe. Now. So guys, we know this is our Jenkins. This is our Jenkins. This is our Jenkins. This is our GitHub. This is our Maven. Now one thing we need to add, that is Sonar server. And this is our Tomcat server. This is our Tomcat server. This is our Tomcat server. Okay. And this is how to hide this. One second. This is one developer. This is one developer. Okay. And this is another developer. Okay. Now, this is our GitHub. This is our GitHub. This is our Maven. This is our Tomcat server. Except this, you know everything. Except SonarQube. Hope you guys have practiced. All the recordings are also available till this point. How to integrate GitHub, everything we have seen. And you got last 2 weeks, as we were not much focused in our session, means not regularly taking due to health issue. So you guys have practiced, I believe. You have utilized that time for rest of the session because everything is available in YouTube, uploaded. So I believe this part you are very good. How to configure this GitHub, Jenkins and Maven. Only new thing will be there here, SonarQube. Okay? And automatic manual deployment, automatic deployment. Hope you have practiced. You have utilized your time. Okay? Now. So this part we are very much aware because this we have seen so many times. How to do. Okay, one second. Okay. Now Jenkins is running in EC2 VM, EC2 virtual machine. Okay? This is one virtual machine. You guys know. This is EC. Tomcat server is running in one EC2 virtual machine. Okay? And similarly, Maven. We know, right? Maven. What is the command? MVN clean package or clean install. Both are same. This command is responsible. Now what we are going to do is we have to configure the Sonar server also. What we have to do? We have to integrate Sonar server also. Then our complete setup will be, we can say GitHub is there, Maven is there, Sonar is there. And what is the command for this required? What is the command required for this? MBN Sonar. Hope we are good. This is the Maven goal for SonarQube, Sonar server. Okay. So this is the complete thing we need to understand. Okay. Now, so according to this diagram, only Sonar thing is there, but rest of the thing you know, right? A developer will push the code here. A developer will push the code here. Push the code here. Okay. When the pipeline is trigger, GitHub will, the code will be moved by what? Jenkins. Jenkins will do the clean and install, and it will deploy the code. But before this, before deployment, now the new story came into picture. Now SonarQube will do the quality gate pass, right? Whatever the code is there, Jenkins pull from GitHub. First, the code it will read the code. It will do the apply whatever the rules we are applying, default rule, customize rules. All these rules will be run. And quality gate, whether code coverage is 80% or not, everything will be, then only deployment is possible. Before that, no deployment will be there. That is what our expectation. That is what our good code should go now into server. Okay, good quality code should go to the server, right? Not a random code. Duplicate code should not be there. So all these things we need to configure. Okay, now one more thing, guys. One more thing, guys. Hope you are understanding what I am trying to say. Okay, this is what we need to do. Okay. Now, previously in Jenkins, what we are doing, we are using freestyle project, right? When we are creating a job, we have creating freestyle. Means for according to this diagram, we need to do everything. We need to do everything. We need a Jenkins server. Correct. It means we need to do Jenkins server. We should have GitHub. We should have configure Maven, and this part also we should configure. Okay. Then only this diagram can, and this Tomcat also we need to do everything. It means if we do everything from scratch, it means we are good with is this complete diagram. So this practical required almost 1 hour, 30 minutes or 2 hours, we can say. Okay, that we will start. Okay, but before that, what is the prerequisite? What is the prerequisite to achieve this? I will note down each and everything. And instead of freestyle project, we will create a pipeline script also. We will create a pipeline script also. That pipeline script, first I will explain. Then I will note down all the point. What are the prerequisite for this? Okay. Well, okay. First, prerequisite. Prerequisite. What is required? First is SonarQube server required. SonarQube server required. SonarQube server required. Second is Jenkins server is required. Jenkins server is required. These two things mandatory, right? Okay, now the next point is on SonarQube, on SonarQube, on SonarQube server, we need to generate the token. 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 SonarQube side, and in Jenkins on Jenkins server side, on Jenkins server, on Jenkins server side, what we need to do? We need to install. We need to install Sonar plugin. Install Sonar plugin. If you remember, in Jenkins, we have installed Java plugin, Maven plugin. Similarly, we required one Sonar plugin. Okay, then configuration, configuration, configuration of SonarQube credential. Guys, a SonarQube will be running on which port number? 9000. It is in different port number. Okay, this is work. Let's say this is Jenkins server running on 8080 port number. So definitely we required two server to communicate with each other. So that's why inside Jenkins server we required SonarQube credential. Okay. Next is install Sonar scanner. Install Sonar scanner. This we required. We need to install Sonar scanner also. Install Sonar scanner also. Then we need to run pipeline. Then we need to run pipeline job. We need to run pipeline job. So this is important point. Okay. Now connect to Jenkins server. Connect to Jenkins server. Okay. And start start Jenkins server. Start Jenkins server and Sonar server. ठीक है. Sonar. This is fine. Okay. We required Maven also in Jenkins server. Install Apache Maven also. Install Apache Maven. Maven is also required, right? So install Apache Maven, Sonar plugin, SonarQube credential. These things we required. Okay. Now try to observe. What is our next step? What should be our next step? So we need to execute few commands. Okay. To install what? To install Apache Maven. Okay. First command is whenever we are connecting, we need to switch user. Then we need to change the directory. The next step is what? We need to wget command and the URL of Apache. Apache Maven. So with this command, what we will get? With this command wget, what we will get? With this wget, what we will get? tar file. Okay. So what is the command to unzip the tar file? XPF, tar XPF. And this Apache Maven. Whatever the Apache Maven folder name will be there, that particular thing we need to pass here. Okay. Now next thing. So this is the step to install Maven. Okay. Now, once this is done, then next step is what? Install Apache Maven. The next step is Sonar plugin. Sonar plugin, and then SonarQube scanner also, right? Now try to observe here. SonarQube. So where we need to go manage Jenkins. See, Jenkins is not installed. That's why I'm not able to show you right now. We need to install. So when we start the practical, so first we will install again Jenkins everything. SonarQube is running fine. I will not shut down this SonarQube, but Jenkins is not installed. In previous session, what we installed Jenkins, that already I terminated. So freshly I need to install Jenkins and then install all these steps. So now to manage Jenkins, we have one available folder is there. There we can add Sonar. Sorry, yeah. When we log in into Jenkins, how we install plugin folder is there. We need to go to plugin. Then we need to go to available plugins. We need to go with available plugin, and then we need to search for what? We need to search for SonarQube scanner plugin. This plugin we need to search. And then what we need to do is we need to install this. We need to install this plugin. SonarQube plugin. So with this plugin, after this, next step will be again we need to go to manage Jenkins. Again, we need to manage Jenkins. Hope you have practiced, so you are able to understand what is I am talking about. Manage Jenkins. When you log in into Jenkins, there is a dashboard, right? There is a left side. We have a folder manage Jenkins. That when we will do practical, you are able to understand. But I believe you have done practice of previous session, so you are able to recall. Then we need to go to configure system. There is one folder configure system. Then we need to configure SonarQube servers. I'm again repeating, guys, what is our main step? These two steps are important. The first step, SonarQube is running on separate port number. Jenkins is running on separate port number. So we need to start these both servers on different port number. Okay. What special thing we need to take care on Jenkins side? In Jenkins side, this is the simple diagram. This is the diagram. But your Jenkins should communicate with SonarQube na. Your Jenkins should communicate with the SonarQube. How it will come to know that this is they're going to talk, and how the Apache Maven is going to run those Maven goal. So in Jenkins server side, we need to install Apache Maven to achieve this. These are the command. This command will give, we need to pass the URL. We will do it when we are doing practically. The wget URL will give you the Apache Maven, then we need to unzip. So first part is done with these steps. The second part, instance Sonar plugin. So this is what the second step. Okay, the third step is configuration of SonarQube credential and SonarQube scanner. So SonarQube scanner can be done by manage Jenkins. Go to configure system, SonarQube server. Okay. Then after this, what we need to do is we need to add SonarQube server. Okay, SonarQube server. Now during this SonarQube server, we need to give the SonarQube server name. Okay, so let's say I am giving Sonar server. Come here, go to SonarQube. See here, what is the version we are giving? Version 7.8. So let me use the same version. See, it is for just naming convention, nothing more than that. It is just a name. We need to pass the name. Okay, then we have to provide the server URL. What is the server URL? This is the URL, right? Copy this server URL. This is the URL we need to pass. Then add server token, not credential. Add SonarQube token. Where we need to generate, that is what? This line is important. Generate the token. So we need to generate the token. Okay. Sonar name we are giving just a name. Where is that Sonar server is running? In this IP address, this port number. Then we have to give the token. And we from where we should generate the token. We should generate the token. All these steps we need to follow, and then and save it and save it. This is very very important. Okay, now. Hmm. Now, next step is manage. Once we are configuring the SonarQube server, okay, so when we go again to manage Jenkins, manage Jenkins, manage Jenkins, manage Jenkins, then there is a folder global tools configuration where we have configured Java Maven, right? So there is a global tool configuration. When you do above step, then by default SonarQube scanner will come. SonarQube scanner will come. Are you getting? If you don't do this step, then in global tool configuration, no SonarQube scanner will populate. So SonarQube populate SonarQube server in global tool configuration. We need to do this. Okay? Now. Okay. So when we perform all these steps, we are good to integrate. We are good to integrate. We are good to integrate SonarQube with Jenkins. But this time we will create a pipeline using script. So let me explain you how to create Jenkins pipeline also. Jenkins pipeline using our script. Okay, now try to observe how to create the pipeline. So guys, observe this carefully. I am just giving syntax, then we will create one pipeline script. What this caps? Pipe, pipe. This is our pipeline. Okay. For master, master slave, we have seen, right? Master slave configuration. Okay. I will explain this complete script also. This is environment. Here we are giving the path. It is just a syntax. Okay. Now try to observe. We need to give stages. Always remember stages. What is mean by stage? I will show you also. Stage one. Let's say this is one stage. Stage two. Stage three. Means these are considered as gateway. This is the script we have to write. Okay. Now. Okay. Now. Now try to observe. Okay. When I'm saying stage, some stage we are doing, some naming convention we will give, like let's say get code. So what is the stage one will do? Stage one will have some script, right? Stage one will have some script. What is stage one will do? Stage one, there is some steps. There is some steps. Okay, it will connect to what? It will connect to Git repo URL. some Git from where it will pick the code. Previously, we have given manually, right? Instead of this, we are giving Git URL we will provide in this stage. Okay. So when this stage will be triggered, when this stage will be triggered, when this stage will be triggered, then it will connect. It will connect to where? It will connect to GitHub URL, whatever the repo URL we are passing, it will connect to that URL. This is our first stage. What is our second stage? What is our second stage? Second stage is build. What name we should give? We want some build operation, na? Build operation we are giving. What is the step involved? What is the step involved? Steps. What is the step involved? What we required? Some command, right? sh mbn clean command we are giving. Package. Mbn clean package. So this is our second stage. This is our first stage. Let me short, smaller the font side. Yeah. This is our second stage. Now, what is our third stage? Third part, what we need to do? We need to do some code analysis. Who will do code analysis? Who will do code analysis? Some name we are giving. Who will do the code analysis? The code analysis will be done by SonarQube. So we need to provide SonarQube information. So what is the steps? Steps is, this is our step. sh mvn sonar colon sonar. sh mvn sonar colon sonar. So this is our pipeline script we need to create in this way. This is a just generic pipeline just to explain you. So this is one complete part. This is complete part. Out of this is your stage 1. This is your stage 2. This is your stage 3. It means this part belongs to this one. This part belongs to this one. And this stage 3 belongs to this 3. So this will be your exact script. This will be your exact script, this one. Okay. So when we create this pipeline, just we need to provide this script to Jenkins server. With this Jenkins server, we don't use freestyle project. This time we will pass this script into Jenkins server. With this Jenkins server, automatically the pipeline will be created. Okay. Okay. So because till now, according to our diagram, what we are trying to do, we need to fetch the code from some GitHub. That is stage 1. We want some build operation, stage 2, and sonar goal, stage 3. That's what we are having 3 stage. There may be a number of going forward. We can add multiple stage. Okay, multiple stage we can add. Okay, that is not the problem. But for now, we want our Jenkins server to pull the code, do the build operation, and after that, we need to SonarQube. If all this gateway pass, all the stage pass, post that only we are able to do the deployment. Any stage is failed. At that moment, it will not go to next stage. If the stage 1, it is trying to fetch the GitHub code from GitHub URL. If that failed, stage 2 won't run. Stage 2 run only when stage 1 is success. If any issue in stage 2, build is failed. What is the build is failed mean? What is the use of stage 3? So stage 3 will run only when stage 2 will be executed. Okay. Till now you are good, right? So guys, hope you are good with this part. So tomorrow we need to spend a good enough time, almost 1 hour, 30 minutes or around, because we need to work with 2 servers. Jenkins server, then we need to install all this GitHub, Maven there, Java, and then we already have the Sonar. I did not stop this Sonar server. Maybe we will again reconfigure, or we will use the same Sonar server. Then we need to write the script. We need to trigger the pipeline, and then we need to observe, are we able to achieve this diagram successfully or not? That will be agenda for next 1 or 2 session. Then we can conclude. Here we are using pipeline also script. So by this we can conclude our Jenkins part. in by after doing practically this stuff. Okay. So tomorrow we'll start this session at the same time. I'm stopping my screen share. I'm stopping the recording. This recording will be